Hi, welcome to this video on how to access Topaz through Citrix. So maybe you're an external user or you're off-site or you can't connect through the VPN or directly to the Seton network, so then you'll use Citrix to access Topaz. The steps here are specific to a PC, but they're similar for those users who are on a Mac. So first, we're going to go to citrix.seton.org. Then we'll enter in our Seton username and password. Once you're logged in, you will maybe see a Topaz icon here, or you could see a Seton intranet icon, or both. Or it may look a little more like this, and you'll find the Web Applications folder. If you click on that, it'll take you to this screen. So if you have the Topaz icon, then that's great. You'll just click on it, and what it does is brings up a new window with the Topaz application. Takes you to the login screen, and you'll enter in your Seton username and password, the same one you used to log into Citrix, and there you have it. You're logged into Topaz and you're ready to start your IRB submissions. Or let's say you don't have that Topaz icon. That's okay. If you have that Seton intranet icon, you can get to it that way as well. So you can click on that Seton intranet icon. Similarly, it brings up a separate window with the Seton intranet. Hover over Web Apps at the top here. Then come over here, select Topaz Elements. Click on that. And again, it takes you directly to the login screen. You'll enter in your Seton username and password, and you'll be ready to go. Let's say that you selected Topaz or Seton intranet and you got some sort of message saying you need to download a file or save a file or run a file. In that case, it's probably your first time accessing or using Citrix on that computer. So, more than likely, you'll have to go and download the Citrix receiver. No problem. We'll go then to citrix.com. If you can type. Again, that's www.citrix.com. Find their downloads. We're going to select Citrix Receiver as the product we want. And then, depending on what OS you're using, you'll select that specific download. Or to make it easy, you can choose Receiver Easy Install. Click on Find, and in this case, it'll detect what platform it is and figure it out on its own which version of Citrix Receiver you need to download. You'll choose Download, go through that whole process, and then install it, and then you should be ready to go back into Citrix and choose either Topaz or the Seton intranet, and it should then run properly. If you don't have that Topaz icon when you log into Citrix, that's not a problem. Just send myself, Lachlan, an email at ltvo@seton.org and I can easily add that to your account. Now let's talk about how to attach documents into Topaz when you're logging in through Citrix. Once you are able to find the login screen and you're able to log in, you'll want to locate the IRB application that you're working on that needs those attachments. So, my favorite place to get to all of my studies is through my dashboard. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to find the study that I'm working on that needs those attachments. Let's say it's this amendment here that is in not submitted status because I'm still working on it. I'll click directly into that submission. And then once I get to the form, I will go directly to section 17 in this case, called attachments. I can click on that word and it'll take me right there. Let's pretend I have a study protocol that I need to attach. It'll ask, do you have a study protocol to attach? And I will say yes. It'll then remind me that I can click on the paperclip icon to attach those documents, and I cannot use any special characters in the file name, so I'll have to keep that in mind. When I click on the paperclip icon, it brings up this window. I will then click on this Add New Attachment icon, which then brings up a placeholder for my attachment. Of course, you can always add multiple if you need to. In this case, I just have one study protocol, so I'm going to leave one. Then to actually find the document, you'll choose Browse to File. It'll bring up a window that looks something like this. It probably defaults to the desktop or possibly my computer, but I just want to remind you that this is not your local desktop that you're looking at, and that's why it may look a little different as far as what icons are available to you. This is, again, you're logging in through Citrix, so it's some virtual computer. And so don't get confused with clicking into my documents. It probably will give you some sort of notice, just like that. So what we want to do is get to our local hard drive. The way to get to that is to click on that down arrow here, bring up this list of items. You'll choose the C money sign on client V. So the V drive, that's what you want. Click on that one. Hopefully you'll see a folder called users or something similar to that. Double click there, and then you should find your username for that local computer. Double click. And then, depending on where on that computer you have your files saved, is where you'll go next. To make it easy for myself, I went ahead and saved my documents that I need onto my desktop. So I can choose desktop, and there it is. There's my study protocol. So I can select it, say open. It is there. I'm done, and is now attached to my application after I save. There may be the instance where you did not find your local hard drive through the C money sign on client V. So then you may need to select one of these other drives to locate your local hard drive. So you'll just have to kind of click around until you can locate your local hard drive. Once you find your local hard drive, wherever your documents are saved, that's where you'll go, and that's where you should be able to find the documents you need to attach. And that's how you attach documents using Citrix.